Welcome back, wonderful humans. I'm Danielle, and I currently live alone, and I'm trying to shift towards healthy meals whilst remaining on a budget. Here's what I ended up buying this week. Wasn't particularly budget, but I do feel that overall it was pretty healthy. So in Lidl, I went and got a fair few items, ended up spending around £35. As always, I will pop the price up just here for you now. But I did get a bag of sweet and crunchy salad. My camera focus has been a bit stubborn today, so I do apologise for anything that, like this salad, is a little bit blurry. Then I also went and got some cooked beetroot. This is normally a 4 pack of that beetroot. I just find it super yummy to either chop up and serve it with some salads or then to be able to even reheat it sometimes as part of more of an actual meal. And I was starting to run pretty low on my cheese, so I just got some more of that 50% low fat mature cheddar cheese that they do. I know they do a 30% reduced one and a no fat reduced one as well. But obviously, I am trying to be a bit healthier. And then I did get a small bag of carrots. This is the smallest bag of carrots that they do. But I got that. And then I got some baby potatoes as well. I figured that these would be good for me to either boil up in a quick rush or obviously to them just be able to do as mini roasts, something like that. And then obviously I had ran out of quite a few bits of fruit. So I decided to get another big thing of blueberries. This is 350 grams of blueberries. And then I got 250 grams of raspberries as well. And somewhere in there, there is a rogue raspberry leaf that I hopefully won't end up accidentally eating. But then I also grabbed myself some tender stem broccoli. Figured that this would be quite nice to have as more of a side to something rather than necessarily putting it into an actual meal. Perhaps if I do another one of my steaks again or something like that. And then I got another bunch of spring onions as well. Again, I'd finished them off, and I do find them to be quite good for either quick pickles, in sandwiches, in meals, something like that. Then, because that 10 stem broccoli obviously wasn't enough, I got two small florets of broccoli as well. Like I said, I'll be more likely to put this into something like an actual dish, sort of as part of a component mixed through with different things. But then I did get a few more items as well. And I got an extra large whole chicken. Normally, I'll find myself that I cook all of this up and then use it for a few different meals, and then obviously use those bones and everything to make it into a stock as well. Then I got a loaf of bread that I managed to squish quite spectacularly when I was trying to put everything into the bags. But I had been out of bread for pretty much a whole week. I figured that might be good to be able to do things as sort of part of a breakfast or lunch or even sometimes as part of a dinner as well. Then I also grabbed some tortilla wraps, went for the wholemeal ones. You could have gone for wholemeal seeded or white ones, but I decided to grab some of those. I'll probably use a few of them and then put the rest into the freezer as well. And I decided to get myself something that would be a bit of a sweet kind of treat. So I just got some of the Simply Dark chocolate. It says it's actually 50% cocoa solids, which I'm still not completely convinced is actually dark chocolate. For some reason, I always thought it had to be sort of 70% or above. But what do I know? And then I got some more of that cold pressed juice that I sometimes get. And I had run out of peanut butter. And I decided to get some of the smooth peanut butter. This is 100% peanuts. And whilst obviously I'm not necessarily supposed to eat something like peanut butter, or peanuts. I wanted to make sure that when I did have that craving, I was at least just eating peanuts with a nice case it has no palm oil or anything in as well. And I only had one tin of tuna left, so I decided to pick up four more tins of it. Been obviously having it a few more days, especially during sort of lunches or as part of quick dinners. And they're obviously just a handy thing to have on hand at a reasonable price point for protein as well. Then I haven't had any milk left over, and I don't have any plans specifically to use it. But just in case I do, then I wanted to make sure that I did have some of that long life semi skimmed milk to hand. And I'd completely ran out of squash, so I picked up some more of the squash that they do. I got some of the apple and blackcurrant one. I've just realised that they've put it up to quadruple strength instead of double strength. I'm pretty sure it's the same price to normal as well. That's definitely an improvement, but I will obviously price check everything down below. And then I got some more of the lightly salted corn cakes. I have been having them, and in theory, I could have them instead of having the bread, but I do find that they just make for a good crunch compared to something like bread. And I had used up that organic ginger shot drink from last week, and I did enjoy it. So I decided to get some more. It definitely packs quite a punch, though. So it did take me a little bit of adjusting to it after that sort of first shot. And yeah, and I couldn't remember whether I'd shown you those corn cakes or not. I was a little bit distracted when I was filming. But yeah, like I say, especially as you can see here, they obviously have the peanut butter and stuff on them. And I do have some left over, so I might end up doing that as a bit of a combination. Then I went into a few other places as well. this week, and that included going into somewhere called Grape, and I grabbed some of these chili flavour rice crackers. Figured they'd be a nice crunchy snack to have. They're obviously still not necessarily the most healthy, but they at least provide that sort of filling feeling. And then I got some brown linseed flax seeds as well. Wanted to get those to put onto something like my yogurts and everything. And I got some chia seeds in the same vein as well. Did make me chuckle that the chia seeds recommend your portion size, but then only give you the nutritional value per 100 grams. Then they did have an offer on for 3 for 2. So I grabbed some dried chives, some ground turmeric. It's obviously quite a big pot of it, but I didn't have any. And there are times when I could have done with it. And then I got some smoked paprika as well. I have some normal paprika, but I figured smoked paprika would definitely be a useful thing to have. And then I also went into ProCook and went and grabbed myself a non-stick roasting tin. This is their second size. They have a smaller one and then two larger ones. But as always, thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed, please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons, and I'll catch you in the next one.